I'm in the human behavior business, and my job is to just sort of catch people being themselves and see what we can learn from that. And I can tell you, I've spoken to lots of school groups in the last 32 years, and there's something very special going on here. The energy here is tapping into more of your potential than if you're in a different environment. The rest of you just clap like they want something awesome. What are we resisting that we need momentum, and how do we keep momentum? And you're trying to figure out, when do I volunteer and when don't I? Instead of just becoming reflexively whatever staff we're going to be, we should probably stop and pause for a minute and go, hey, am I left arm on top or right arm on top with this?
That's not comfortable.
We're using this activity like a laboratory experiment, right? We're mixing the chemicals. I'm pushing you to find changes. And all of a sudden, the momentum, the synergy starts to happen. How do we then continue to build and improve ourselves? And next week, the challenge is, hey, are you finding 5 new ways to address that student, that parent, that situation, yourself? And can you find 5 more? And help each other see, hey, here's the change I'm working on this week. My hope is that we're going to do something beautiful, and that it operate as a moment for you to look back on and go, you know what, I felt that. That's the journey. And it's not going to be perfect. There'll be imperfections in our perfection. When people are really sharing a story, it's like 4 bars of service. Bar number 1, we're in the same room together. Bar number 2, we're facing each other. Bar number 3 is eye contact, and bar 4 is active. I looked out there and I saw all 4 bars of communication happening. And that is a beautiful thing. We're present and we're sharing a story. What do we love about this place that we spend so much time in and we dedicate so much to? So Bob Ross is actually in the house today, all right? And we know from Bob Ross, there's no mistakes, only happy accidents. Okay, so as you're creating your masterpiece, it's supposed to be fun, right? Happy little clouds, not supposed to be a stressful activity, but we're trying to do the best we can. And I want you to keep painting until you're satisfied with what you've painted. And some rousing applause for this table as they make their way to the front to show their masterpieces. Obviously, it's important that you're placing them oriented properly. And when we put these pieces together, our story is going to be more valuable. Oh, it's starting to come together. If you're watching what's being created here, it's looking pretty good. Let's see the masterpiece.
I think it's amazing, beautiful. Everyone did a great job. We have some serious artists in there. There were some tiles with textures, and everyone gave their best effort, and it looks amazing.
Everyone is important, and everyone matters, and their input matters. The impact that they have on our student matters, and I just really appreciate all of our staff members. They are outstanding.
It's just nice to remember that your little parts, they do add up when you put them in one combined thing.
Our teams worked really hard this year to each have an impact, but realizing how that impact connects with everybody else's impact and how the smallest thing builds the greatest thing. So realizing your place and your role and how it impacts all the others is huge.
Odyssey's work is about changing lives. We're so glad this session with Lane Hensley inspired you. Follow us, like us on social media, keep the momentum going, and share with others the story behind your Team Mosaic experience. Thanks for making the difference, and keep up the great work.